All right. Let's start off with our drink right here. This one is from Jagged Mountain. This is out of New Mexico, I believe. Wait, Colorado. Colorado. So, this one is actually inspired by a White Russian cocktail. This beer is brewed with lactose and aged on whole bean coffee from Ozu Roasters and cocoa nibs from Ethereal Confections. No idea what the hell that is. This is one of the beers that Jack got me when he moved from the southern part of the states up to Portland. So he brought me this and a bunch of other beers, and I bought him some beers down from up here down there. So this one is actually a blonde stout. Blonde milk stout with coffee and cocoa. Let's look at the color of this baby. Let's see what the color looks like. What color are you? Okay. This is pretty typical of a blonde stout. This kind of like copper orangish color. Now the nose doesn't really smell decadent. It's not giving off coffee or chocolate. But it's giving off, well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe a little bit of coffee. Maybe a little bit of coffee. It's giving off like a roast, which is something that, at least the few blonde stouts that I've ever came across, they all kind of have like that roast that makes them similar to a real stout. But it does come through on the mouth. Definitely does come through with the cocoa and the coffee on the taste buds. It's very nice. A little bit light-bodied, and it's not as creamy as most milk stouts, but flavor-wise, it's pretty good. So, we got some soap loaded up into the Lancaster bowl here. The soap is so, like, soft from Blackship Grooming, High Seas. It's so soft, I thought it was a cream. It smells great. It's really nice and fresh. But I guess that's not really showing you shit, but, I mean, you could dig in very easily. Very, very easily. So, that's what we're using today. We got some ingredients right over my nice side label. It says, High Seas hits from the frozen sea air, peppered with black sea salt, oud, and rich woods. This to me isn't warm though. It's still bright, but I feel like some of the base notes are kind of like the woods and the oud. So bright up front, and then maybe something underneath is a little bit warmer. Very pleasant scent though. I do like it. Very nice scent. So, we're going to be using the Brochus El Druida. It's in my bougie brush bath right now. And we got a new addition to the den. I know you already saw it. But look at some of this fucking packaging. Look at the size of this card. This fucking card is huge. Griffith Shaving Goods. Fine grooming supplies. # shave of the day. I like it. On the back, a huge thank you card. Some plugs right there. If you guys like aren't aware of Griffith Shaving Goods, now you are. If you don't know, now you know. Dumbass. So, it came in this nice black box with some texturing on top. It had a rubber band in the middle. I was kind of pulling it off. So, pretty typical, this little coffin. Inside, it has like some gauze, a smaller card, and then some Griffith logo, like parchment paper. So there's that little guy on the back. That little guy. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I just figured I'd show you guys. So, gauze. And then like this thick Griffith parchment paper. I'll go ahead and unfold it and reveal the razor. So here it is. The basic bitch side with no anything. And then the fancy bitch side. So let's see if we can pick up some of this. Nice that I got gauze all on it now. So this is a Wade and Butcher, Sheffield, England. And it's an elite. Kind of hard to get it in there, but it says elite. So that's the style there. So you could tell right about there, there's some wear. But other than that, everything else is in really nice shape. Nice like finish on it. Maybe some little bit of like dark spots back there, pitting maybe. You can see up front here, it's got that awesome like tri-bevel type thing going on where it's kind of like caved in. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe that'll show it a little bit better. It's like that on both sides, so it kind of creates like this point, this like tusk, if you will. Very cool. I don't know. This is my first Wade and Butcher, so I'm like a little bit giddy. The scales aren't too fucking fancy in my opinion. I'm conflicted whether or not to get different scales or to leave it. But the blade itself, I do like it. Let me just throw some of this shit out of the way. I also got a little mail call from Moon Soaps, and we might as well make this a 25-minute video, right? So, they had a little card. They always use fancy tape. Moon Soaps, they know what gets me. So they got this little card, a little thank you right here. The funny thing about the card and the envelope, what the fuck? Moon Soaps, like, the little details like this, like, fucking get me. I don't know what it is. But the card and the inside of the envelope match. So this is what I bought from Moon Soaps. This is Purple Heart, just laced in between some really light colored wood. I don't even know what it is. I should probably maple or something. I should have fucking inquired about that. But just beautiful. That Purple Heart like pops in those like little veins that he created. I don't know. That is just fucking awesome to me. I'm like blown away. I already got a knot coming for it. I knew the perfect one as soon as I saw it. They know that Union isn't the only, or is the only Moon Soaps tub that I don't have a full one of. These motherfuckers sent me another little sample of Union. I love these guys. I fucking love these guys. And then they sent along like a little nug of honeybee soap, bath soap. So love Moon Soaps, and I've really grown to respect Griffith Shaving Goods, their selection. But now let's finally get into the shave. High Seas was sent to me by our favorite pirate shaver, LatherMeWhiskers. He sent me this with his box of soaps and razors that he allowed me to try. So I'm trying to burn through them so I could get him his gear back. And here's the brushes El Druida. Excuse me for any terrible accent. That's just the way I pronounce it. I don't know the right way. So, Jack sent me this brush. It also has the Turn and Shave V3 Badger knot in it. And I had a pleasure using it yesterday. And since it's like the newest to the den, I want to use it again. So that's what we're doing here. I am going to attempt to slam this with water, kind of Don Younger style, and just get it whipped up, which probably isn't fair, but I'm 10 minutes in already. So we're going to do this kind of Don Younger style and just slam it with water and then beat it to a fucking pulp until a decent lather is made. Which, I don't understand why more people don't do that. Don Younger just fucking kills it. He loads it like he hates it into his bowl, and then he just dumps like a half cup of water in it, and then just goes to town. And sure enough, no matter how much you think this guy's gonna drown it, it's not. It's like, it's perfect. And it always blows me away how he just like beats it into submission. Even if you think the soap is gonna be drowned out by water. That looks pretty good right there. So we're gonna kind of try to quickly get this on the face so we can get to shaving. I don't take my straight razor shaves, the lathers I use for straight razor shaves, I don't take them too seriously. I know others need them perfect, I don't. Again, you can use the caveat that he has a full beard. Whatever lets you sleep at night. I'm not going to argue with you about it. This V3 knot is not really jelly, but it's super soft and it has that like nice, like gentle scrub, like I mentioned yesterday, and I do appreciate that. I don't feel like it's as soft as my Lancaster, but it's close, and therefore I like it. If you guys are ever wondering, nothing has dethroned the Lancaster V1 for me. I also have AP Shave Co. Jealousy knot coming in. And I believe one of those synthetic, like all white cashmere ones that CDB loves. I didn't want to get the cashmere. I don't know what kind of handle I would put it in, to be honest. But they didn't have the synthetic that I wanted. I think it was they called it 2-bed. I liked the way it looked. And I already have a Sinbad. So I wanted to try that 2-bed, but they were out of stock in the size I wanted. So I just got the cashmere instead. So we'll see how that goes. You know, a couple new knots to the den. Nothing has dethroned the Lancaster V1 though. And that's not just fanaticism speaking. That's the fucking truth. Alright, here we go. Once again, I should have wrote down the fucking details. Should have wrote down the details. I have no idea what this is. It looks like a 5/8 square point. Looks pretty fucking hollow to me. I don't know. Should have wrote down the details. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. The edge on this is actually like really smooth, like doesn't feel scary to me. Kind of wondering like if it's just rolling over the hair or if we're cutting. as of yet. Unless it's like buried in the lather, but I doubt it. I don't see anything. Which is peculiar. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It was hidden in the lather. You can see the little black dots. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Which is a good thing. Because I was going to say this is fucking smooth ass edge. I am not one of those guys that gets a new razor and tries to like keep the source to myself. I got it at Griffith Shaving Goods. And you guys should definitely check them out. I will say this probably wasn't the only Wade & Butcher in stock at the time. And the price was fair. Paid $109. It has a little bit of, you know, age on it. Has a little bit of age on it, but it's nicely restored. It's shiny. And has a good edge on it, at least for me. It's a comfortable edge. It's not. It doesn't feel like one of those sticky, sharp edges. It's more comfortable. But to me, as long as it's not tuggy, it's not a loss. You know what I mean? We're good. Let's go ahead and wet the face. So, super excited to have a fucking Wade & Butcher in my den. I finally feel like I belong. All of the cool kids can stop treating me like Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer over here. No. No, I am thrilled to have a Wade & Butcher, though. I was kind of waiting for the right one because I hate those basic bitch scales. I hate old school scales. Most of the time, they are so fucking whack. Like, my Double Duck, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Double Duck knew what they were doing. But that, like, basic-ass jelly bean style handle does not fucking suit me at all. I don't like that, like, jelly bean, like, oval style handle that, like, 90% of vintage brushes rock. It's like, how hard is it to put some, like, angular, you know, design, something more like the kukri I have. It has more, like, angles going on, not just this, like, jelly bean fucking style. I don't know how to describe it. Something's up with this fucking, like, Brochus El Druida as well. Like, I don't know if the stain is, like making the lather turn yellow. And I don't know if that's going to be, like, a continued feature when using this brush. But I can see, like, some yellow streaks running through the white lather. And I know it's coming off the brush. This is the same thing happened yesterday, different soap. But this jelly bean style handle, I don't know, that's what I call it. It's just like a stretched out oval. Not a fan. Not a fan. Let me just grab something real quick. I know this was custom, but like, how hard is it to put some fucking like angles on there? You know what I mean? Honestly. I do like this though. That like, this like shoulder feature that kind of swoops down. I don't know. That is what I'm talking about. I like the blade not so much the scales. The edge on this is fucking killing it for me. I mean, in a good way. Like, soft, sharp. I guess I shouldn't say soft, but fucking like smooth, sharp. It just feels nice, like non-threatening, but it's fucking cutting. Go ahead and just rotate it. And that was just fucking smooth. I'm wondering if I could bust out like an 8-minute shave if I didn't talk so fucking much. I think I could. Because I know the lather ain't gonna hold me up. Honestly, I don't need it. I'm just wondering if my technique has came along. Maybe one of these days I'll do a straight razor speed shave for the hell of it. See where I stand, you know what I mean? I think I understand now a decent stroke pattern. And I can do like half my face at once, the other half, you know, at the other time. And then re-lather and go again. And since I only do 2 passes, it's kind of like the cheat code. So, Blackship Grooming, High Seas. I'm going to call this a fucking cream. Because I don't know, it doesn't say anywhere on there that it's soap. And I didn't do any research. Well, I'm going to call it a cream. And if it is a cream, or if it is a soap, I guess, really, it was fantastic. It was slick. The scent strength left me wanting. I'd say it's like just under medium. But it's a nice scent. For what it's worth, I really did like it. It's always a bummer, though, when you like something and it's light. Alright. I'll get the rest out off camera. Let's get some aftershave. Damn. Just had some enchiladas. We got Blackship Grooming High Seas Aftershave. Let's see. There's the ingredients. Not entirely basic bitch, but not far from it either. We'll pour out the back as to not get aftershave on the label. Ooh, this is nice. The aftershave's pretty killer. Much more clean. Much more aquatic. Okay. Aftershave gasm. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Okay. High Seas. Right there. Good shit. Captain, you know your shit. That was a very nice one. Lancaster Bowl. We had enough for another pass, no doubt. I got the brushes. El Druida. You kind of see that yellow tinge. I wonder if it's coming from the coin. I don't know. Hopefully nothing degrades, though. Hopefully it's just like some stain from the wood, and over time it'll stop. Who knows? If it's the stains, I'll let you know. And then, of course, the Wade and Butcher. I should rename my channel to Beard and Butcher, so I can play off of Johan and Wade and Butcher as well, and maybe steal some viewership. Decent little handle. Nothing. The handle's really basic bitch in my opinion. That is not my kind of decorative artwork. I'm cool with the Elite in the middle of the blade. That's fine. Gotta love the Wade and Butcher kind of iconic logo there. I love all the chamfers like down the spine. It's fucking like, it also kind of has that angular thing like it has in the tip. It has the same thing like all the way down the spine. I really like that. Super happy about this fucking purchase. Super happy that I finally got a Wade and Butcher. Alright, I'll quit. I'll quit. Jagged Mountain. Thanks, Jack. Cheers, guys. I'll see you on the next one.